Hey, what's up YouTube? Trying out the new Valvoline Premium Full Synthetic, the Restore and Protect. Got the 5W30 here, claims to remove up to 100% deposit buildup inside your engine, and also has 79% stronger anti-wear protection. Been seeing it around, figure I'd give it a try and see how it works. Reached out to Valvoline a couple times, unfortunately did not hear back from them regarding a possible sponsorship. So I went ahead and just spent my own money at Walmart, purchased it. It was $29 plus tax. Got a good quality oil filter, and I'm going to change oil here on my 2011 Nissan Altima. We'll see how this oil works out for me. Have some basic hand tools here for doing an oil change. Got my oil funnel, some hand towels for cleaning up, my socket wrench with my oil filter adapter socket on it, and a basic 14mm wrench for taking out the drain plug. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and loosen my oil cap here. That way I can make sure it's a little bit loose on there to let the air go through to allow the oil to drain a little faster. The engine is warm. You always want to use caution whenever doing this so you don't get burnt from your warm engine. Next thing we're going to do is go underneath the vehicle and start the drain process. Underneath the vehicle here, this is your passenger front tire for reference. Alright, there's your oil drain plug, which is right there. It's your oil pan. We're going to go ahead and crack that loose and start the drain process. And then let that start draining. Into your drain pan. Set that aside, make sure you replace your crush washer. Next thing you're going to do is locate the oil filter so we can change that out. And come up here by your passenger tire. That is your oil filter right here. You need to go ahead and crack that loose. I got this little cool contraption here that you're supposed to be able to bend and fold into place to help guide the oil so it doesn't go all over the place. So we'll try that out and see how that works. Alright, got my socket wrench adapter. I'm going to go ahead in here and get a hold of that filter. Slide it on there. It should come loose pretty easily, as long as the last person didn't over tighten it. Alright. Okay, I'll get that out of the road. And one of the things I like to do is temporarily reinstall the drain plug for a couple minutes, just to keep it from leaking all over your arm. Now we're going to go ahead and slide this pan over and see how well this contraption works. Never tried one of these before, so hopefully it does a good job. Might actually make more work than it's worth. We'll see. Let that drain down. This basically just keeps the oil from getting everywhere. Not 100% necessary, but it's helpful. All right. Drain that filter out there. Now, one of the things you always want to do is you want to look at the filter here and make sure that the O-ring is still on it so that you don't accidentally double gasket it. Okay, this should be good enough to move out of the way now. And get your new filter. Whoop. I like to go up and clean the area. And then you take your new filter here, put a little bit of, I just use some of the old oil to lube up the O-ring on the filter. Easier installation, easier removal for next time. Turn that on. So some clean paper towels. Move your drain plan out of the way. That way you can get a better grip on that filter. So I'm going to hand tighten this guy up nice and snug. Okay. Got that new filter installed up there. Hard to see, but we'll see if we can get in there. There we go. Nice and shiny. See that there? Now we'll go ahead and let this finish draining, and I'll come back and get that drain plug put back in. Alright, got that new crush washer installed there. We're going to go ahead and put that back into the drain pan there. Looks like it slowed down to a little bit of a drip there. Get that hand tightened. Grab yourself a paper towel. Clean up your area here. This way you can identify if there's any leaks. Tighten this guy up. Doesn't have to be seriously tight, just tight enough to make a good seal. I just go until it stops and I give it a little bit of a that's all you need. Double check that oil filter looks good. Now we're ready to go back up top and install our new oil. Okay, we are back up top again. We'll go ahead and move that oil cap, set that aside. Get your clean funnel, make sure there's no debris in it. Put that inside your oil fill location. I'll give the oil a shake. Make sure you get all the additives shaking around. Go ahead and put in our 5W30. I believe this vehicle takes 4.7 quarts with an oil drain and fill and a new oil filter. The 2.5 2011 Ultima. Okay. Grab your little paper towel so you don't dribble on the engine. Take out your funnel. Put that aside. Put your cap back in, very important. And then we'll go ahead and fire up the engine, see how it sounds. Might make a little bit of a tapping noise when you first start it. That's because of the oil still circulating through the system after having the filter off and it drain. Make sure you guys are nice and secure. Fire it up. So far sounds normal. Wasn't really expecting anything special. But I'll make sure I bring you guys back here when I do the next oil change and let you see what it looks like when we drain it. This vehicle's always had regular maintenance. Always had the oil changed every 3,000 miles since I've owned it, and it's always had full synthetic in it since 30,000 miles when I've owned it. And it now has 132,000 miles on it. So, like I said, not a sponsor, Valvoline Restore and Protect. We'll see how it works out, and I'll keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching.